It's Chillmonger. It's an X-Men Wednesday. I did read last week's comic. I didn't do a review over it, and what happened in there was Kevin Feige appeared in the pages of a Marvel comic. Of course, the ridiculousness of this is that Feige would be the chief creative officer of Marvel Comics, and if he shows up in a Marvel comic, it breaks the fourth, fifth, and sixth wall, and it reduces the level of care and interest and worthiness of a video that I have for this comic book. Also, there are 3-4 different artists doing it, which means that it was sort of a last minute or a rushed effort to finally get in a comic in so that we can transfer over the X-Men duties to Gerry Duggan. I recognize what that is for what it is, and that's my X-Men 21 review. This week's book, Planet Size X-Men, as I flip through the pages right now, had great artwork from Pepe Larraz. This man is underpaid, and it was a joy reading it just to see him do his thing. I like the way that the mutants made Mars inhabitable. Unfortunately, they are doing it for Arakko. And now Arakko, those mutants, those millions of mutants who were just created recently for reasons unknown, maybe for this reason, are irrelevant. Writers like Matthew Rosenberg grew up on heroes like Wolfsbane and Magneto, and that's who he wrote when he had the X-Men. Hickman believed in Sync and X-23, and that's who he wrote when he got the X-Men. People are not going to grow up on Arakko and write X-Men in the very next run of X-Men. There is a dead end here with these characters. I see through it, and I recognize that this is a waste of time. These characters are. Therefore, the planet Mars being taken over by Arakko has little of significant meaning. I thought that maybe all of the mutants, the Earth mutants, the ones that we know, the X-Men, would would go to Mars. What word was I trying to say? They would repopulate? Maybe that's the one I was trying to say. Relocate. There it is. They would relocate to Mars. That is not the case. Maybe they've got access to Mars, but from the way I read it, from my interpretation, Krakoa remains in Earth in the South Pacific, and unfortunately, Mars is just as a throwaway, man. Throwaway. So the decision, there was a page in here with all these Omega level mutants, which looked really nice. They did bring up Franklin, and again, they reiterated just how not mutant he is. All I gotta say about that is, could Jonathan Hickman remutantify Franklin Richards? What is going on here? I feel like that was the straw that broke the camel's back, where just things, Hickman's whole plan and everything relied on Franklin being a mutant. I mean, he's been a mutant for like 40 years. Why would they change that? And then they did. So the thing is all I can say about that. The Omega level mutant Jamie gives birth to a peak sword station, a second one. That was the most comic book thing I've ever seen ever. And it ends there. Wasn't a shitty comic book. It was a decent comic book. I told you what I think of Arakko, so let's leave it there. I respect your time, and I'm Chillmonger.